out another storage unit, 10 by 10 behind me. We paid up on this one. We're in a really good area though, right? $900 for this thing. It's not stacked to the top or anything. We don't see anything super, super good other than that Mary Kay bag. That's probably worth a couple bucks. We're gonna go ahead and pack this stuff up and meet you at the house. We're in the backyard and this thing is completely full. How much was this one? I think 900 bucks. 9 hundos for this bad boy. Let's see, there's always a mattress. I forgot this one had a mattress. It's actually a pretty small unit for that price point. There was a whole bunch of shoes, I think, in the picture, and I think that's why people bid this one so high. So without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and jump into this. It feels like an ice box in here. I do have my gloves today. There is a knife way back in there too. First thing we're gonna have to do is get rid of all the big items here. There's a stained mattress because there's always a mattress. And then this thing right here, let's move this out of the way. This is actually nice. This is going in the booth for probably 5 or 10 bucks. Little metal decor. Little metal decor. I'm also in a singing mood today, so that'd be fun. Okay, keep bed in flat position, do not use. Keep remote control out of reach of children. Kyla, can't have it.
There's a remote control?
There's gotta be a remote control somewhere. And this is some sort of, it's a model LJ DQ something. I'm not quite understanding what it does. Does it's gotta fold. As you can tell, it has an actuating arm here and one there.
It probably folds for the feet or the legs.
And the
like
a positional thing?
Your back.
Man, that might be worth something.
Yeah.
We could probably put that on Facebook Marketplace for 200 bucks probably. Yeah. So that ain't too shabby. Then we have obviously a mattress here. And then we do have something that says, "You are my sunshine." And then we have, because we're gonna try to get most of this stuff out of the way so we can go ahead and get inside of here. We have this table right here. None of the tables except 3 that we'll show were that good, right?
Avalanche.
Calm it down.
Oh,
this
yeah,
is a yeah, it's all messed up. I have no idea why that's so I don't know. That's definitely not the look. For sure. It looks like it had water damage almost or something there. So that's not that good. There's some sort of helicopter above us. What is we pay our taxes. Get out of here. Got some watermarks on this one. Now you can probably sand that down and refinish it because this looks like it's real wood, doesn't it? I do not think that this is some sort of antique though. But side tables, I mean, they go for 20 bucks. And probably not that table though. And then the marble ones, we'll get those out here in a little bit because they look good. That's the ones that do look good. And then there's this thing. I have no, established in 1987. It must be the church that was established in 1987 because it says it on the bottom. So it must have been a hand painted thing, a little stool. I mean, even that might go for, now if the church is still there, people at the church would probably want this, but I don't know how in the world you'd find that, but it is solid wood. So we're gonna go ahead and move this stuff aside. We're gonna go ahead and talk about today's sponsor. Today's sponsor is Whatnot. If you don't know what Whatnot is, it is a selling platform where you can buy, sell, and auction literally almost anything, high quality for good prices too. If you do like what you see on our videos, there's gonna be a Whatnot show with a lot of this stuff on June 14th at 6 p.m. Eastern time. Come out, $2 starts. We will have a $50 buyer appreciation giveaway with other giveaways also for free. There's a link down below where you can get $15 for free all across the platform. You don't have to spend it with us. Also, there's a QR code up in one of these corners that just scan your phone, use that link also, $15 for free. We really like Whatnot, and I'll tell you why, is because Kayla now buys literally everything on Whatnot, right? Her whole entire wardrobe. And I'm gonna go ahead and flash up a picture real quick of me farming the other day in my Whatnot boots right here. Boop. Right there, that's me in my boots, having a good time. We also have bought plants on Whatnot. They have a whole bunch of different things on Whatnot, so it doesn't matter which you like, there's just a ton of categories. And I always bring this up because I think this is the most important part. Because People are different. People like beauty. People like clothing stuff. People like shoes. People like collectibles. And literally Whatnot has that all. They really do. They have antiques, and they're getting into new categories like all the time. They just said that they're getting into plants, and Kayla also wants to get into selling plants too. Whatnot is an amazing selling platform to get you a good deal or some good stuff. We do appreciate them sponsoring this video. Now, back to the storage unit. These right here are made in Italy. Check that out. Made in Italy, order style. But the more I look at that, the more I do not think it fits on there. Does it just sit like this? And you just call it a day? That's weird, right? I thought it would like inset in there.
Huh.
Don't you agree? There's another one made in Italy. I think they're the same size. So they just sit like this? I mean, that's real Italian Barbell.
I don't like that it's not. It doesn't.
Well, I'll tell you that
secure.
it ain't going nowhere. I mean, it's going that way, but I don't know. But that's the only tables that it can match.
Right.
So I have no idea. The marble tops might be worth something, maybe what, $50 a piece, or $150 in side tables. Side tables and chairs sell the best for us, for sure. So these will be on Marketplace. So if you come over here, there's just a slew of just nonsense, really. Not a whole bunch going on here. There's a mirror. We dance in the kitchen only when there's food being cooked. And then you have enjoy the little things in life for one day. You'll look back, realize they were the big things. There's some deep philosophizing going on in here early in the morning. Then if you look right here, again, you got the side things to a bed maybe that we never saw. And then we have this table. They painted all of their stuff too, right? That we noticed. It says no pools on it.
I actually have pools for that.
White barn. It'll have to be redone. It's just glue. Actually, it's got two real big dovetails. See them?
Oh yeah.
So I don't know if that's worth any money. It is solid wood though. So I don't know. And then this one looks like an older piece here. Another little side table, right? And oh my goodness, what do we got in here? They bought $1 million. This is a copy of the house they bought. $1 million. Huh. Yeah.
Maybe they won the lottery.
I don't know. Somebody's name is scratched off too. Like they yeah, that's 100% like an old copy of the house they bought, and there's pictures of it. And then this one just has some paper in it.
Stay on the side right there.
This is, oh, see, this is a good piece. That's what I thought. All exposed parched genuine solid mahogany. And it's from something Dressler? Mahogany Association? Number 160. Yeah. It's so funny because we really can't tell good furniture quite yet, but we're kind of learning. You know what I'm saying? Like, solid mahogany, we'll clean this thing up. It's not in horrible condition. That's probably $100.
Yeah.
So we now know these people had enough money to buy $1 million home. So usually if you have $1 million home, you're making around $30,000, I think, a month. So these cats had some moolah. Maybe this was worth $900. These are some bed rails that go underneath the bed. There's Adele, not the singing type. Get it? Adele.
Adele. Adele computer.
There's a Picasso. Probably not. Then you have a window here. This was actually, listen, see? They were thrifters.
$11.99 at Goodwill.
They were the ones that just bought it, though. I mean,
I saw that in the booth.
yeah.
$5.
$11.99 at Goodwill. We passing that thing up all day, every day. Then you have her. She looks like she has some damage to the front of it. This one's pretty neat.
Is that Italy?
I think that's Italy. No, that's New York right there, isn't it? I think this is New York. That's like, no, there's Paris. There's a lot going on here. Whole bunch of different things going on. And then you have this gigantic picture here. We don't do well with pictures, but in the booth recently, we have been selling a lot of paintings and pictures. Then you got this one. So their house was...
That's giving Italy vibes.
Italy vibes. Another one right there, upside down. Watch out, the wine will spill out. This one says, frames and designs by Karen. Hey, Karen. I didn't know gooses did frames. I guess we do now. Maybe that's where Karen and Larry's been. They open up a framing shop. And then you have a little TV that has terrible scratches on the side of it. And then you have Adele still laying in the way. We have a bouncy house thing for a kid, an HP printer, and a little plant right here. Right there. And then in here, there is a cooler that is empty. Empty little cooler there. So we'll go ahead and get this cleaned up and move on to the box. Thing says kitchen on it. Are you kitchen? You are not kitchen. You are... I feel like there was just a lot of decorations, maybe? What's that thing? Sleeve for a candle. That's pretty interesting. Got a little mirror there. Mirror on the wall. Some empty frames. There's nothing in here that is screaming, I'm worth a couple $100. That's actually pretty nice. Home Trends, made in China. Then you have a, what is that thing? That's nice. Isn't it? Made in China. Something smells like salmonella. Not salmonella. What's the other thing? Citronella. Do you smell it? Is it this candle? No. Yeah, I think it's that candle. A candle kind of smells like citronella. All right. Then we got something that says Catherine. You have a horse of a different color there. You have this that fell. That's actually a really nice vase, isn't it? So that could be worth a couple bucks in the booth. A fake plant. Dream, but wake up and do something. Let your faith be bigger than your fears. Solid words of wisdom. A peacock. What's that, a mullet?
Some kind of fish.
Some type of fish there. Yeah. Made in China. And a unicorn. That is a mirror. Then you have this guy right here. He is a fake plant.
That's a nice plant though.
That's a nice plant if I've ever seen one. Don't have no water. This was actually in the front of the unit, remember? This was like the first thing that you saw when you looked at the pictures. Let's see what we got going on in the Mary Kay bag here. What is that? It's like a loofah? Who is this? Mandela? You know that name? Got some jewelry.
Oh.
We might have to go get a table. All right, so we got a table. And there's some jewelry. Is that silver? No, it looks too tarnished, doesn't it? And so if you look through this now, you're the jewelry expert. That is just a tangled mess if you ask me. For sure.
This is $9.25.
That's $9.25? No way.
Yeah.
Is that $10? There's that whole thing is sterling silver?
I mean, I haven't tested it, but
Right.
that's what it says.
It's got the little, that usually means it is. That's pretty nice. I mean, that's probably $30. And then you have some other things, Maurice's. I thought that was a barbecue place. You have a hand. Alright, so we'll go through all that stuff, but that might be $30 in jewelry. You have a little heart. You have the something right there. This is all kind of like thrown in here, kind of willy-nilly like.
Okay.
You have that right there. They were really into real estate. or something. There's another piece of jewelry there. There's just a ton of, and another one, but nothing super high end. I'm saying this is just like costume jewelry, other than the sterling silver piece. And then you have a magazine, and that is really about it in this, other than, what am I looking at? There's like a whole bunch of those in here. And then you have a whole bunch of these. They remind me of those, that game. Remember that game? Monkeys in a Bear. What, does this come out? Check that out. This bag is like a convertible. All right, then you have...
I used to love these bags to travel with.
Because it comes out? Yeah, the Mary Kay bag's actually in really good condition. So I don't know how much I think they're like kind of not that expensive, right?
That one I'll look it up.
Probably 30, 40 bucks, maybe less than that. That's the only thing in here is a little bit of jewelry, and then you have the bag, so maybe 40 or 50 bucks in value there. You have, good grief, that's heavy. You got yours, they have glass shoved in here, like actually like wine glasses. Good night. And some jeans. What type of clothes are we working with here? Hydro locks.
Hydraulic.
Hydraulic. Oh man, this is, I'm not seeing anything. App 9's brand new, this one. What you got there? Wolverines.
Wallflower. They're nice shorts.
Nice shorts. What is that one? No idea. That one, high tide.
Highway.
Highway, moving on. I'm gonna be your. All right, so we got just a whole bunch of random clothing and glasses in here. We'll look through the clothing better, but I'm not seeing anything like super great, right?
Yeah, there's some sellable pieces.
Sellable pieces. Moving on to this one. Got some jewelry there. Got some workout gloves. We have some money. What is that? 2 cats? A bat? What is that?
These are bats.
What am I looking at? What state is a bat? Do you know what state a bat is?
Forget.
It's no state.
Is it the wildlife?
It's just a national park. I've never seen that before. Huh. I don't really look at my quarters that well. These are bed thingamajiggies that you can raise your bed up, or there's hair in here. Hair in here. There's always hair too. Always. We have like some rings down here. And some other things that may or may not have fallen out of that one thing. So we'll look at these in a second. Put those in there. You got some bed sheets here. A Minecraft guy. Another Minecraft. We'll look at that in a second. And then you have more sheets.
There's a quarter.
Save the quarters. We need all the quarters we can get out of this thing. Very important. What is going on here? Thank you for your very important fun person club from Carnival. Some hair, some rose petals, another earring, and a penny. At this one almost looks gold, doesn't it? Gosh, that's gotta be. It does. It sure looks gold. Oh, it's got something in it. 10 carat, and it says, oh man, GTR. What? It's a car? I don't know what that says. But I'm gonna say that's 10 karat gold, right? And then I think it's telling you what the actual thing is.
QTR. 10 carat.
10 carat.
Yeah.
All right, so like she just said, QTR 10 karat gold on that one. So that's probably worth, honestly, like $100. This one says it's 925. That's questionable at best. You can tell that it's starting to fade off of there. And then you have these little earrings. They look like real pearls there, don't they?
That does.
Yeah, that looks like a real pearl. You can tell a real pearl. I mean, the fake pearls really look pretty decent too, but all you gotta do is rub it on your teeth. What you gotta do is just take it, and when you rub it on your teeth, it should be like sand. She's real. She's real as they come right there. Bang, bang, bang on pearl. Alright, you have a bangle bracelet. You have some other type of bracelets here. Now these are pretty sellable, right? Mm-hmm. This one still has the tag on it. It's probably going to say made in China. Just a little bangle bracelet or whatever. And then this is the stuff that usually you can find some gold in, like wrapped in there. Because see how delicate and small that is? Oh my goodness, that's all wrapped up. We're going to say that's not gold, just by the way that it looks. And then you do have one earring, so that's good. These look like silver, don't they? No? Nah, just like tin. Pretty though.
Yeah, they're sellable.
Then you have these. These look like they're pretty sellable. This thing is on there. It's another K. Ooh, K for Kayla. Actually, that's the other one right there.
Those will be mine.
Those will be yours. I'm not seeing anything that looks gold in here, right? Got some St. Patrick's Day stuff. You have some flower petals. Boy, that's a hunky thing right there. If that was gold, that'd be worth a ton. That is heavy. I'm going to say that's not gold. And then you have this guy right here. That's pretty cool looking.
That is cool.
That's sellable. Got some other stuff. You have other jewelry. $7.99 for that. And then just some random stuff here, right?
There's a ring right there, I think.
Oh, there's a ring. Rings do very well for us. They are one of the top sellers. Hold on, it says something. Oh, I can't see nothing. I got to give it back to your eyeballs. It has a name on it.
Yeah, SOLVAR.
Yep, and then there is there's also another mark on the other side. So that's pretty good. Probably a couple $100 in jewelry. Most is going to be from that gold. And then when you go through all this stuff and actually look through it, jewelry adds up very quickly. Mm-hmm. Very, very quickly. So, but we will test that gold and tell you if it's real or not. Put that right there so we don't lose it. All right, we got wine glasses, breakables. Remember that movie Unbreakable? That is not this box. This box is very breakable. Look at this thing.
Whoa.
I think that's low quality. Honestly. Ugh. You can hear the difference. I can see clearly now. All right. Just got glasses. That's all you're working with there. Not a whole bunch of anything in that one. We're hoping we find more jewelry. I'm thinking that we will, but you just never know. Tennis balls. Get out of here. Get out of here. And a whole bunch of cards. Are they new or used? They're brand new. So this must have been... Everybody likes having cards on hand. So we got some cards on hand now. So when we forget people's birthdays and stuff, we're like...
When he says we, he means me.
Yeah, when I say we, I mean her. She's got cards on hands. Here's another yellow flower.
Oh, that's pretty.
That's a nice yellow flower right there. These are the best types of flowers.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, can't kill them. No. People don't like fake flowers. They say it gives you a bad yen or something. All right, you got bags. This thing is super heavy. Whatever this is. There's a sign. Of course, size matters. No one wants a small glass of wine. I don't know about that.
Those are brand new.
So is this bag. This bag's brand new. So this is a brand new scarf. Shirt. Is that in style? That looks like it's bed.
It's like a set. Yeah, it's like
it's like a sleepy time. I can't imagine sleeping in something like that because it would be so hot, right? I'm sweating just thinking about it. Guess what this is? Actually, this is pretty nice. It's a guest purse.
Yeah, that is nice.
That's probably worth 20 bucks. The inside is super clean. And this unit, I've taken my gloves off because the unit itself, oh, there's a key. Huh, that's definitely to a house. That's old house key right there. But we'll look through these even better to make sure there's not. Oh, there's something in here. Paperwork.
Always paperwork.
There's always something shoved. I do the same thing.
Or purses.
Always paperwork in purses. Yep. But that's pretty good right there. There's also another one here. A lot of clothing going on here, like bathing suit tops. Is this a dress? There's a dress. Yep. You look good in that. That's a good little summer dress. Something touched my finger that's soft. What is that? Oh. Huh? Oh, it's nuts and bolts. What is this attached to it? A tail? It's throwing me off there. All right, then you got a little, looks like a little Vera Bradley. This one's a new print, isn't it?
It's got a different name in it.
It does. Vera Bradley. It's from China. It's from Sheen. No. Lily Waters?
It's pretty.
Lily, I'll tell you this. You about a tic-tac away getting
Sued.
That looks like Vera all day long.
Yeah.
Maybe they're friends. Maybe Vera said, listen, Lily, you go ahead and start doing the same thing that I'm doing.
I doubt that.
I doubt that. Got another guest bag here. Good condition, too. These are all sellable. There's a little stainage back there, but you could most likely get that out with a Tide pen.
Yeah.
And then the insides, got some Orgel. The inside has something spilled in it. I don't know about that one. But you'll do the best you can to get this stuff out. That's the heavy, is a blow-up mattress. I was wondering, I was like, dude, that thing was way heavier than I thought. So, moving on. Bags. I can't stand bags. Just, they're usually full of clothes, and it's so hard and it's so hard to show clothes in bags. That's actually super nice. That's FootJoy. FootJoy. Where's your tag at, FootJoy? It took me so long to figure out where FootJoy puts their sizes. It's that little thing that's circled. Medium. Yep, took me forever. These stink.
Oh.
You smell them?
No.
Get closer.
No, I'm good.
It smells kind of like a foot. There's got to be shoes in here, I'm thinking. Rue 21. This thing is super soft. Oh my goodness. Is this alpaca? What do you got going on here? Probably some sort of Jessica Simpson, made in China. Whoo! Tickle in the throat. What is smelling in here? Oh no, what is that?
Ew.
What does that say?
I got a whiff.
Gore-Tex? I have to figure out the smell. Oh, I bet you it's that. I don't know, might not be. There are some sellable pieces in here, as you can tell. You got some things going on. The FootJoy one, we'll throw them in the wash. But I'm just seeing a whole bunch of clothing type of deal. Thing had a lot of boxes, as you can tell behind us. A ton of boxes. Ow, what is that? Scared me to death. Jeez Louise.
What is that?
That is for a Pro Source fit.
What's it supposed to do?
I actually have no idea. I ain't got the slightest. Whatever it is, you have a headrest for it too. What is that? Some sort of torture device? It looks terrible. Looks like you have a roadside kit here for stuff. Like a little safety roadside kit. Got a little knife in there. Everybody needs that.
Very nice.
Hand pressing something.
Flashlight.
Then you have little triangle. You have the window brake and seatbelt cutter. What is this? And then you have a toe strap. So, nice little kit. I don't know if it has any actual value to it.
I like how they put zip ties in there too.
You always need zip ties. Who is this? What is that thing?
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness. Then you have a cord to a washer, I'm pretty sure, or dryer. And that's really about it. Just random stuff was thrown in here. What is this down here? Is that got some keys.
What's in that?
CPR face mask. Interesting. Other bin here, we have coconuts. And not the type you can eat. Coconut shoes. Is that a good brand?
I've never heard of it.
This is fall, y'all. We got us some fall decorations. That stuff's expensive. We have another.
Pretty.
Oh yeah, that's actually pretty nice right there. It was $9.99. This one's probably $9.99 also. Interesting. And we do have some clothes. The clothes so far have not been. That's Old Navy. That's some sort of other piece of clothing there. There's a lot of shoes in here. The shoes are not looking all that wonderful, right? These are like the ones, and I'm not saying that going to Ross is bad and buying Ross shoes are bad. That's fine. I'm just saying that they don't have a real good resale value. You know what I'm saying? Old Navy. I'm not seeing another coconut. Could be the same coconut. Just a different shoe. Could have been its friend. Yep, not seeing a whole bunch in there. Woo, $900 is looking pretty rough to get to at this point. Let me tell you me. Why was the person bidding so high? Why did I bid so high? Wine? We do not have a name for this yet. Oh gosh, that's squishy. And this is full of water.
Oh.
See it? Gosh, that is amazing it hasn't popped. Let me throw it over here so it pops. And then everything will be wet. Just more clothes. It's so crazy that this is just thrown in here because the pictures of the unit, the boxes were in the front. You know what I'm saying? So you really couldn't see all this stuff. Yeah, that's just a whole bunch of different types of clothing. There is a counter down below. I don't know what it says at this point. Coats. Coats can save us. They could be some good coats. You can have millions of dollars in coats. Coats 2024. At least we got a date on it. This was not an old unit whatsoever. All right, what are we working with here with the coats? Doesn't even have a name. No name coat.
That'd be good to donate though.
Are you reversible? Let me check your pockets. This is Outbrook. Don't think so. Z and I. It's like a larger coat.
Huh.
Yeah, these are all good donatable stuff when it gets colder outside. Unlisted. This is a duvet. Oh, is that mink? We got fur here. Boots. Boots with the fur. What? You ain't got no tag. Why are you so heavy? Wait a second. Got big buttons. The buttons don't have names. You have inside pockets. Where do you work? I think this is fake fur. You can almost tell just by the way it's constructed that it's not real. This is J. Piercy nylon. Yep. Backing is olefin. I don't know what that means. Then you have monoacrylic nylon. You have everything but a real fur. So that would be vegan fur right there. Then you do have some more sweatshirts here. You have a Columbia thing right here, but really a Columbia vest nowadays. Back in the day, we would buy stuff like that, but not anymore. And then you have this one, natural reflections. That's what I look at in the morning. It's my natural reflection. This is a Maurice. And this is another one. So nothing of super value, I would say. Gotta have a pick-me-up. Pick me up. Pick me up. Are other people chanting? No? Nobody was chanting with me? All right. We have something. This looks like a ladder. I don't know what that is. Let's pretend like we didn't see it. All right, we got some jewelry in here. That could be a pick-me-up. It's also attached to this. Let me see if we can. Oh, we have a ton of jewelry, actually. We just hit the jewelry jackpot. What is that? Oh, this is a tens unit. You cannot sell these, though, on eBoo. That's the part of it right there. The Ultimate 20, Ultima 20. 10 units, man, they are so crazy. People are like, I love them so much. You ever stick this to your body and let them electrons? That's what it feels like. I've been tased before, like actually prongs in tased. And I'll tell you right now, that TENS unit is up. Look at all that.
Whoa.
I know. We're gonna get into that here in a second. We're just trying to sort it out. Got this over here. You got all this stuff. I think it's mostly looking costume, but we gotta look at all of it considering that we've already found gold, which means that there could be more gold. So you always gotta look, because it don't take much gold to get you to 9 hundos, and then we'd break even. I don't know what the counter says down below, but we gotta be getting pretty close maybe. Just some more clothing here, not worth a ton of money. Love, always. No picture in it though. Then we have a nice looking purse. Mark, New York. Huh. It's in good condition, right? Yeah. Inside looks good. I don't know. That's that pleather stuff that like really holds indentations pretty good. We have more of those mirrors that we already saw. Mirror, mirror, everybody can say hey to themselves. Hey everybody, thanks for watching, please subscribe. And then you have a wine glass here, you have some essential oils, and then you have something looking like a stump or something. What is it?
Diffuser.
It's diffusing, like bombs? No? Yeah, that's pretty neat. Diffuses bombs. All right, let's get into, that's a fake Tory brooch. Tory Burch. That's a fake Tory Burch right there. Isn't it?
I don't know.
It's gotta be. I don't think Tory would have a... Alright. This is mayhem, as you can tell. What we're gonna do is go ahead and flip some things out. And anything... What does that say? Made in what?
Well, that looks promising.
This says Swarovski. Wait a second. We got something... What was that noise? Daniel! We haven't seen you forever. Where have you been, bud? Oh my goodness. You're just hanging around. Alright, there's something, see that says right there? Swarovski crystal? But I don't know what it's attached to. Is it attached to that maybe?
Maybe.
But that is like really wrapped up in that.
That's 925 right there. I can see it.
Alright, so this is 925 here.
This is...
Oh yeah, this looks gold.
10K.
Gosh, she's got some good eyes. I actually think I need to go to the eye doctor because I really can't see nothing.
But if that's gold, that means that...
This is gold. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it has a stamp on it right there, I think. I think that says 14 karat, see?
Yep.
So this is good. So if this is all real, I mean, that's a hunk of 14 karat gold there. The necklace is 10 karat. You said this is 10 karat? Mm-hmm. So that's 10 karat gold.
And then these look silver. There's 925 in there. We'll just have to get them untangled.
Yep. So there's a whole bunch of sterling here. Something has a Swarovski crystal on it. See right there? Swarovski zirconia, which means it's most likely this piece right here. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that. That piece right there. Mm-hmm. And that's probably going to be wrapped in sterling silver. So right there, there's hundreds of dollars. Easy. Especially with the gold in there. And then moving on, do you see anything else that's really grabbing your eye?
That right there.
This one?
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm not thinking that's nothing. Yeah. All right, so we found another 925. Most likely that's going to be... Oh, that's really neat. That is a dumbbell. Say for like worker-outers? Yeah, if you're a worker-outer, you like that thing. What is that? Oh, that's got to be brass because you can tell it's tarnished green. I don't think gold tarnishes green, does it? All right, so we will look through that, but that's, man, with all that gold in there, that's probably $200 to $300. I'm telling you, it does not take long to get gold up in the hundreds or thousands of dollars. It takes a lot to get to hundreds, thousands of dollars, but... All right, so then you have more jewelry here. I'm not seeing anything that's looking gold, right? Just some costume jewelry stuff. Let's dump this out. All right, you got some promising stuff in here. There's a 1946. That's a good brand, right? These are definitely real pearls.
Oh yeah.
100% on that.
Those are pretty.
They are pretty. They're probably those, what does that say? Pandora?
Panama Jack.
Panama Jack. I was way wrong. Then you got some of this stuff here. Got there. I'm not seeing anything. Do you see anything that's... Oh, there's something right there. All right. Well, I mean, some of these are definitely sellable pieces. And so these would probably go for...
That's cool.
Yeah, 50 or 60 bucks, I'd say, in sellable pieces. I'm not seeing anything else that looks... But I guarantee you that there's probably... We're overlooking some things. Like, there's some real fine-looking stuff in here. Like this. Like, that's super tangled up, and it makes me want to pull my hair out. But some of that could be gold. If you already found a lot of chains that are gold, most likely there's going to be more. So that's not bad. I would say all of that's probably 400 bucks, 400 to 500 bucks in jewelry. And I know that seems high, but I'm telling you right now, jewelry, Kayla sells jewelry. So what?
That's okay. I'll untangle it later.
I just straight up just put all that, never gonna get done. That's your thing. I couldn't handle that. I would just be snipping stuff. All right, we'll open a couple more boxes here. That one was the pick-me-up we needed. It surely was. Because I actually have a knife too, y'all. Check it out. Hey, Mr. Kershaw. How's it going? How are you doing? All right. What is that thing?
I don't know.
That thing is scary, isn't it?
It's like a cake.
A cake
cutter?
Murderer? That's how you murder your cake. And then you have, oh, we got tons of jewelry. We just hit the jewelry jackpot. We'll go over that in a second. We'll go over this in a second. We got jewelry in boxes. Jewelry boxes. All right, so this is why the other person must have been bidding so high. I would have never guessed we would find this much jewelry. I was thinking like some high-end clothing or something like that. I love you to the beach and back. Well, if you live
that's a good booth.
Good booth item, but if you live close to the beach, like your beach front, it's not really a compliment. You live in Oklahoma? Compliment. You live beachfront? Right? Not. Oh, that might be 24 karat gold right there. See, you got to watch out for these backs too. I'm not saying that is gold, but some of the backs are gold. And you got to make sure that you don't just discard those. Ah! Who is this?
Who is that?
Who is that? He's just an owl.
Cute.
He is cute. You are loved for the little girl you were, for the special woman you are, and for the precious daughter you will always be. Oh, that's cute.
That is cute.
It's made in Pennsylvania, Lancaster. From Primitives by Kathy. Huh. How do you think Kathy got her stuff in stores? Happy. From Mud Pie. That's actually probably a pretty good booth item. People were happy. 50-50 really.
Some people are.
All right, moving on. I don't know why I thought that was so funny. We have some more jewelry here. I'll give y'all an overlook before my big fat fingers start going through it. Y'all seeing anything? That's a nice jewelry thing, actually. I think it's probably worth 10 bucks.
That is nice.
Y'all seeing anything that is...
That's like stone.
Yeah, that is...
Got like sparkles in it.
Could be like a kidney stone. Could be...
That's a pretty ring.
That is a... Is that a ring? It's kind of got some tarnishing going on.
I didn't see the back.
I'm not seeing anything here that looks gold or silver.
Nice bracelet.
But there is definitely some nice looking pieces here, right? All sellable. Now, earrings, we have to admit, do not sell that well on our shows.
I put a few on there. And I
For
put
the
them in
buy it
booth.
now?
Yeah.
But they don't sell as good as bracelets, or rings are the best sellers,
Yep.
right? I don't know where that went. All right, moving on. See what's in this box. Nothing. How do you open it? What? Oh, it's just one thing.
Oh, brand new.
Brand spanking new. What's it from? Number 7? Is that what that says? No, stainless.
Steel, silver-plated charms. Strength, luck, and protection.
That's probably worth 10 bucks.
Yeah.
All right. So far, we're probably only at like 50 bucks for the jewelry right now. This one actually has a lot of weight to it. Gotta dump it out. Y'all take a look real quick. Something in here is super heavy, and I think it's these beads. I do not think that this is sterling, which is sad because that would be a nice sterling piece, but I think that's probably just stainless. That's a big old hoopy earring right there. I'll trade you my earrings. She's got a whole bunch of earrings. She's got boxes full of hoops. I do not think, they might be real pearls. I don't think so though. This one looks interesting. No, that's not sterling at all either. That sure looks like it, doesn't it? No. Cool looking. It's the ones with like the magnets. See that? Mm-hmm. See there's like little magnet in there? Doesn't that do something with like your energy or something?
I think it's, I don't know.
I usually put magnets on my face in the morning. And then it wakes me up. There's the person, like literally right there. They're probably like, is that a monkey they have back there? All right, well we might be, that was probably only worth 50 or 60 bucks in jewelry. So not a whole bunch. What we're gonna do is probably do a couple more, and that might be the end of this video. We're moving fast. We have been living in a rainforest the last couple of weeks because there's been.
And it's coming back.
And it's coming back. There's a big piece of Fifth Avenue. Is it broke? This could really hurt me. Of crystal right there. That is Fifth Avenue crystal. Made in Poland. You gotta put it on your head.
What? Oh my goodness.
I feel like Magnificito. What's his name? What's his name?
What?
Magnifico. The X-Men guy.
I can't even.
This is actually hurting my brain. It's super heavy.
Yeah.
That's pretty nice. I feel like you always got to put stuff on your head. All right, that's a good piece of crystal. Slightly used crystal.
On Bearded Thrift Machine's head.
On Bearded Thrift Machine's head. In here, as you look, there's like some rulers, Uno. There's some sort of candle there that's already been burned.
Oh, is that
Live.
Uno? We need some.
We need some games, me and you.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. Nah, I mean, you can still use it. Can use used cards, no big deal. This one right here, what did I just say? Live with no excuses, love with no regrets. All right. And then you have some oil stuff. What is in this thing? Is that another candle? Yep, burnt candle. Oh my goodness. They did this method. Ada! And just hope it didn't burn down the place. So, as you can tell behind me, there's a ton more to go through. So we do appreciate everybody watching. Remember, if you're not on Whatnot, go ahead and sign up. There is a link down below. $15. If you've never signed up before anywhere on the platform, we do appreciate everybody watching. Remember, not subscribe, comment down below, like the video. You know I will always get you on the next one. All right, Dan, you've been called in to work today for multiple reasons. Management is not happy with your performance. We have 4 items to go over in this folder, and then there's going to be a couple questions for you. 1, Daniel, you've been missing in action for multiple videos. Where have you been? No answer to that one. Another one, you're obviously stealing items from people. Those glasses were in my locker, Daniel. I'm the head of HR. I'm going to want them back. Big one here. Big one from management. Sleeping on the job. We seen you up in the truck with the AC on, sleeping. You've been sleeping in trees. Absolutely uncalled for, buddy. You gotta do better. This one, probably the most craziest one we've seen yet, and the most serious, Daniel. You're bringing your friends to work. We now have a German Shepherd named Miko that hangs around the property and is still here. Did you bring her here? Did you say she should come? No response. That's all I want to know, Daniel. Management wants to know, will you do better? You have to check one, yes or no.